I washed my hair just for you, okay? Happy Wednesday. since I have those finished, I'm going to actually go upstairs and go ahead and take product photos of it, and then probably let my phone charge for a little bit and eat some lunch, because it is 1:47. And I also need to take some photos of some other things, which being the actual vessels for the new candle collection. Let me show you. These might look a little butter yellow in this lighting, but they're cream. So these are our actual vessels that we'll be using for the new candle collection. And I'm gonna go take a photo of just the blank candle, because I'm still using old vessels of this size for my testing, so that I have all 12 of these to use right off, ready to sell pretty much. But I'm gonna send out an email sometime soon, actually, because my fragrance oils should be here like anytime today. That email will probably go out sometime next week. So if you want to hear about the collection early, you want to hear the name of it, you want to hear the scents, the scent descriptions, what they are, suggest ritual, the whole shebang, why I did this, all of that stuff, all of that information is going to be in this email. If I'll probably put the email out on Friday next week, so that puts us at the what is that? The 17th. That puts us at the 17th. So you have to, if you want this email, you gotta join the email list before the 17th. So, yes. And that will be linked in the description. My link tree is always in the description of my videos, just so you know, and that has my Etsy store, has my other socials, and always has the email sign up. So, I'm taking a blank photo of this, and then I will also be uploading my file for the labels, most likely, and then a photo of me pouring a candle, most likely, is kind of what my plan was for the photos, but everything else in the email is drafted. I just have to do that. And basically, email subscribers are getting a first look at the collection, because hopefully these wigs I just got will be it. And once those wig tests are finalized, we're heading into production. So, and once we go into production, I want all of social media to know what it's called, what the scents are, the whole shebang. So, anyhow, I think that's all I was gonna say. Also, this email is literally just a meet the collection kind of thing. So, like, I don't have a date when these are coming out yet, obviously, because wig testing's not done. Hi, Rue. And all the things. So, I'm just letting you guys know that if you want to know before everyone else. And then also on launch, when the email goes out to the email subscribers, they will have a special promo code to use for the collection. So, I think that's all. We're going to go and take a photo of this. And now my sample packs. I'm done yapping. camera at this angle, I can get a good shot with my face in it, hopefully, fingers crossed. Okay, this I'm gonna set aside somewhere because that's for the candle. So, we're making new blends of the fall scents, like I said before, because I have tested each of them and they weren't really what I wanted. So, here we are once again. Get my gloves on. And these blends, I will say, aren't exact because I didn't want to use that much. Because last time I did it a little bit excessively. So, and my scale unfortunately only starts to read it once it's 0.7. So I guess I could have, anyhow, it doesn't matter. But we're going to get these started. So they weren't bad. Let me start off by saying that. They weren't bad, okay? I'm not gonna say that they were bad because that's just not true. But, so like, our first scent, that, we'll do 5. So, the first scent, I added a third fragrance oil in there, because I thought that it needed something with it, whatever. And truthfully, it did not. I like the blend as it is. And it was still a very small amount. It's only 10%. But when my sister was smelling them, and I agreed with her, it kind of smelled more Christmassy than fall-like. So I just scrapped that single fragrance within it and switched it to be like this. So it's just 2 of them. Alright. And then for the second one, this is the one that I don't really know about, and if it ends up not working out and I don't really know how I want to change it and all of the different stuff, then I might just not do it. It might only be a 2-scent collection, which is perfectly fine. Because when I was burning it, it was the last one I needed to test, and so I made sure to burn it since I knew that these other 2 needed changed, before I came down here today. And it just smelled like burning pastries. So I'm like, yeah, that's not what I wanted. That's not, I don't think that's the vibe. And even going back up to my room earlier to do those product photos, the incense had evidently just stopped burning at that point, so I could still really smell it in my room. And I was like, yeah, no, this is not the vibes. So I just changed the ratios of them, and we'll see how it goes. But if I don't like it and I don't know what I want to add to it to make it better and not smell like burning pastries, then I might just scrap it. And I'm perfectly okay with that. I think that it's definitely a scent people would like if I did figure out exactly what I wanted it to be, but like, I'm not a fan of those scents, like I said in the previous video, so that's where I run into problems of like not really knowing what to add to it. And I'm also new at this whole scent blending things. This candle collection, I started to scent blend because it was something I wanted to start doing so that I was making candles nobody else had, for multiple reasons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do 6 for this one. Should have got a bigger piece. Actually, I think I'll do the other one first. So this scent, the third scent, I was nervous. So I was nervous that the pomegranate cider would be way too strong on it. And when I pulled them out and let them start drying last time, they smelled really good. I could still smell the pomegranate cider. But as time went on of them drying and then even burning them, I couldn't smell it. So the other scent that's in this is Black Sea. And even though I love Black Sea, it will never be an incense because it's almost, I don't know what it is, because I don't want to say it's too soft because it's not that soft of a scent, but when you put it in incense, it is, and you just can't really smell it. And so once these had dried, I could really only smell that Black Sea. And so therefore, I knew once I was going to burn it, I wasn't going to be able to smell any of it for the most part. And I was right. So here we are, and I changed the ratio to see what exactly I could get here. My nose itches. There's not an E at the end of Rachel. All right, there's the third scent. And honestly, with that scent, I was originally just going to do the first scent as like that is going to be the scent that goes into other product categories other than incense. But I might do it with that third scent too. That one, if I can get those ratios right, might be my favorite. Might be my favorite. Okay. I'm gonna grab from another stack. This one I'm gonna do a little bit more of them, just because there is so much fragrance oil, because I tried to do something new. Didn't work out like I wanted it to. But anywho, so let's get this going. Soak that all good. I mean, it still kind of smells the same. The warm croissant, which is in it, is just like, it's so overpowering, I feel like. So that's why I did it this time. It's like a 40%. So hopefully that will do pretty well. Alright, and in about 4 to 5 days, I guess we'll see what this is like. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is we're going to package up that order that I have for, I think it was Ariel, was her name? Haha, I was right. Who got 2 rosemary sage incense sticks packs. So we're going to package that up, and then that might be the end of the video. 2 rosemary sage. With doing this rebrand and everything, I decided that I'm going to make new thank you cards. And I have made a couple of designs, but I'm only going to start with ordering 1. Because the thing is so if you're ordering multiple times from me, you're still getting the same thank you card from me every single time. And I think it was Monica Razak from Monica's Collective that gave me the idea that she wanted hers because she runs a sustainable business, that she wanted her thank you cards to be almost collectible. And I loved the idea of that I then started thinking about how I could do that and fit it within the confines of my business. So, real quick side note, since Ariel is a new shopper with us, / hasn't, the only time I give these to older customers is if they have ordered in a bit, so I know they don't have it. But anyhow, that is a card that basically tells you about our email list and gives you a QR code to sign up, and they get a free sticker. But anywho, so I designed some new thank you cards, so hopefully I don't need to print out more, but I might, who knows. But anywho, so I designed some thank you cards. I'm gonna order only one of them for just to start, because there's no need for me to spend all that money yet. And I haven't minded making my own thank you cards, because I will say, like, I did order my, like, order thank you cards once upon a time. I think I did it maybe once or twice, in the early stages of my business. But, I think because I know exactly how much it was and all of the different things, I get kind of anxious about it, that I'm like, if I messed up somebody's name and now I have to throw it away, I'm like, well, why did I do that? That was that much going, and all these different things that you start thinking about. And not saying that that's not going to happen, but I will say I feel like I don't move as quickly as I used to be doing, for no apparent reason. That I don't normally mess up people's names anymore, but I really liked the idea of making something that isn't the same thing all the time, makes it pretty. You know, we're transitioning into this mindful living business, and I liked the idea of making them as a almost like an affirmation card. I don't know why I put that away yet. So I'm so excited to get those when I order my labels. And then it's just one of those things of, I'm gonna spend a hefty penny on Vistaprint when I go to, order all these things, because, like, okay, I'm ordering 4 different label sheets because I have 4 different candles. Then I am getting insert cards, because you're going to basically get a card saying what each scent of the collection is supposed to do, how to use it, and a suggested ritual within that. Then I will need new candle care cards, because we're no longer using just regular soy wax, which is what my current care cards say, and you know, we're using wooden wicks and just different things like that. So there's that. Getting thank you cards, all of the things. So there's just a lot that we have to order, and it's gonna be a hefty penny, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. And I hear a puppy dog coming downstairs. Hi, Rue. All right, there is that. She was like, I don't want to be in here any longer. Well, that's the video, since I'm not going to do those. But thank you for spending time with me. And if you want to join my amazing journey over here, please subscribe, like the video, and leave me a cute little comment, you know. I think candle video for rebuilding my business, rebuilding my brand, whatever the hell I was calling it, will be next week, but no promises. Could be something else, just depending on time. Well, hi, Rue. You decided to come back? You decided to come back? Is your sister upstairs sleeping? Alright, anyhow. Hopefully I put you guys back right. Anyhow, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm just gonna ramble on if I keep doing this, Rue. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. There probably will be a different type of videos coming soon, because in the next couple of months / weeks, don't really know quite yet. I need to talk to my managers about it, but most likely I'll be going full-time at one of my jobs. Now I have a dog barking upstairs. Most likely I will be going full-time, quitting one job, going back to an old job, and going full-time there. So this will end up being running a small business while being full-time. Hopefully I won't have to be full-time for long. So we'll see. So in August / September, if I start slacking on videos, that is why. And I don't mean to. I'm sorry. And if you hear dogs barking, I'm also sorry. That's my cue to get off of here. Much love.